In the home side, the Manly Sea Eagles and the Penrith Panthers. Manly with one very important change. Their half-and captain Jeff Tuvey is out. Nick Kosef goes to 5/8, Cliff Lyons to halfback, and Steve Menzies will lock the scrum. A big job in front of the Penrith Panthers as they're taken out by captain John Cartwright. Their fans have come a long way to watch them in a match that really offers them very little. There's their team: Adamson, Moore, Singh, Thompson, Petherbridge, Carter, Freeman, Alexander, Farah, Cartwright, Liddon, McNamara and Brown. Paul McBlain is the referee. Matthew Adamson is the man to start. It's a big kick going down into the in goal, and Ridge, who leads Manly today, sends Carroll back 15 metres out from their own line. The record Brookvale as a penalty goes to Manly. He is imposing 19-7 for the Eagles, and that's what brought the penalty. There's Hasler, 33 metres out from his own line. Here's Gillespie now. We had grave fears about David Gillespie's health the last time we did a Manly match at Brookvale. He was stretchered off. This is Gardner. Ooh, nearly giving the passage for Hopewate. Cartwright, scooping it off the ground, turns it back the other way. They're 29 out from the Manly line. Adamson takes it ahead. Had some problems with his health, Matthew. You'll notice that he's quite lean. This is David Alexander, who came to Manly from the Bears. They're in the centre of the park, 10 metres out. Freeman now. They switch it and go one way, then the other. Singh puts it down.
And Manly off the hook there. The early mistake made by Daniel Gartner popped a miracle pass, and then Penrith have done just the same. Matt Singh, not concentrating on this football, had a look.
Manly then again find themselves working it away from their own line. Ridge is put down by Carter. Quite a bit of aggression in the tackle. That again is Gartner. Manly absolutely blessed with youthful and talented back rowers. Menzies, Kosef, and of course Daniel Gartner. 20-metre line underneath them. Carroll's playing it for Hasler. Now across for Gillespie, and he's outside the 20-metre line. What a great year he's had. Hasler goes behind the decoy run of Roberts to pick up the kicker Ridge, and it's going to bounce down to the 30-metre line where it's Adamson. Watching it like a hawk. Outside the 40-metre, well, just about, he is now. Gartner is working busily for Manly. He made the tackle. Petherbridge comes off his left wing, makes some yardage, and then has the head sat back by Hasler's tackle. Farah, a little hand up to Liddon, and Liddon is met by a former teammate in David Gillespie. And now cross from Farah into the arms of Freeman. The run around with Carter, and then he picks up Matt Singh going straight and hard, but he loses the ball, and Matt Singh's had an unhappy start to the game.
Well, the pass was forward anyway from Gary Freeman.
Here's Roberts looking on the inside, and here's a penalty going to Manly. It's against Petherbridge for being inside the 10. Matthew Singh in the meantime is getting some attention from one of the trainers. Carroll now, he plays the ball, and Manly come back at the Penrith line through Gillespie. 20 metres away from the Panthers line. Now it's with Hasler. He dummies to the outside. He goes to blind Gardner. Gardner, he scores. Ridge says, take it infield, make it easier for me. Gardner scores well. He probably was the most deserving player out there for the first try. Daniel Gartner for Manly.
The second man play put on the blind. Gartner, beautiful right foot step. Watch Darren Brown here, the 13. He turned around, he's looking at his teammates to say, who missed him? Daniel Gartner gets Manly's first try.
Oh, there's the kick, the conversion. It is successful. So Manly lead 6-0 over Penrith. That goal that Matthew Ridge kicked to convert the try of Gartner takes him past 200 for the season. Leading point scorer in the league very comfortably is Matthew Ridge. He's eclipsed 200 now. Played by Roberts, and they come across through Lyons and find Kosseff, and Kosseff runs it straight at Danny Farah. As the injured captain watches on, Jeff Tuvey to the halfway line. Brookvale bathing in beautiful sunshine. As Gillespie hands it out for Hasler. Hasler gets around, and it goes behind Jack Elsgood, cleaned up by Danny Moore. 5 tackles gone now. Manly with Lyons. He uses Elsgood, who kicks, and it comes off Penrith. Kicked again by Lyons, lands on the line. That's out on the full.
And the crowd's booing, but it's the right decision made. Right on line there to see that one. And now, you wouldn't believe it, a mistake made from the scrum. Steve Carter. So Manly in a great position now to attack from this very next scrum. Taking your eyes off the football. You cannot do that in this game.
Scrum won by Manly, and Hopewate runs straight between the centre and the winger. Hancock puts on the fend, then the high step, and then puts it down. Well, John Hopewate continues a horror start for Matty Singh. He ran between Singh and Petherbridge. He ran at the gap. He committed them both.
Great work by Hopewate. I tend to blame the winger more than anyone. He should have stayed out in his own man. Singh always had Hopewate covered, but Hancock, great finishing winger. And gets Manly's second try from another Penrith mistake.
Matthew Ridge now. The try. So Manly race out to a 12-0. So already the danger signals are there. 12-0, and Ridge sends this man mountain Carroll back to them. Long ball. They're trying to get around them quickly, and I'll tell you what, they've nearly achieved it. Now, Elsgood puts his foot on the pedal, over the halfway, angles in, gets a pass away, it's play on, Gardner is with it and put down.
Oh, beautiful stuff from the Eagles.
Now from Ridge, on for Lyons. Kosseff, cut-out pass. Roberts at outside centre. 30 metres out from the Penrith line. Elsgood has been sickened by the tackle. Carroll thunders at them. Hasler now. Roberts wants it again. Roberts up to the 20-metre line. And that's the 5th tackle. They stack the blind side, and Lyons switches it to the open. Kosseff in 2 minds. Hasler kicks. Referee saw the incident that the crowd appealed about, and he said play on. Adamson is put away.
Yeah, great passage of play there from the Eagles. Side-to-side stuff, making plenty of ground out wide. They love to spin that football when they're in their own quarter.
Matt Singh played it. Cartwright was nearly offside when he took that. 33 out from the Penrith line for John Cartwright. He plays it back for Danny Farah, and now Carl McNamara. McNamara near to the halfway line. The penalty goes against the Manly defenders.
Yeah, he's got Gillespie for the second man in. Beautiful low tackle by Ian Roberts. He come in with the flop.
10 metres into Manly's area. Penrith already, I guess they're saying, we have to score next. Farah, Freeman, and I don't know what happened there. Obviously a lack of understanding of what play they were looking for. Lytton out wide, drives it ahead. The 25 out from the Manly line as Freeman holds it up and then gives it on for Carter. Carter's pass finds Adamson, and Adamson is put away. The ball comes loose, and Penrith dive on it with Matt Singh. He orders 6 more tackles. The crowd don't like it. Freeman does. So does Darren Brown. Out they come for Bobby Thompson. Infield goes Moore, and he's beautifully tackled by Lyons. Moore to his feet and trying to give them a quick play of the ball, but it's and the sin bin. Cliffy Lyons into the sin bin for a professional foul. I don't know that the penalty has helped Penrith. Now it's Alexander. 7 metres out from the Manly line. Freeman away for Brown. Brownman's held though. 3 metres out. Farah. Freeman on the blind. Cuts out a player. Linton gets it. Bobby Thompson gets it over the line. And Penrith, they were the next to score.
Yes, they get their first try against the 12-man Seagulls team. I don't know that Cliffy deserved 10 minutes in the sin bin for that. Here it is here, grassing tackle. What's he done? He was trying to get up to get back on side, and McLean saw fit to put him in the bin for 10 minutes. As a result, Manly reduced to 12 men. Freeman saw the space out wide. Ball to Liddon. Probably could have scored himself if he'd have had a go, and then Bobby Thompson finished it off.
Scott Petherbridge now. 1 metre outside the 20 and 1 metre in from the touchline. Hits it badly. So, 12 points to 4. Penrith trailing by 8. Matthew Ridge starts for Manly. The only consolation out of all of that is that Penrith are still in this game, because I feel had Manly been the next to score, Penrith would have lost all their impetus. Oh, what a tackle by Gillespie. He picked up Matthew Adamson, and he's not a small man. Drove him into the ground.
Cement special here. Straight into him. Up and driving.
Cartwright trying to find a player that's onside. David Alexander was the player eventually. Adamson now. Almost to the halfway line. Cartwright. 5 tackles have gone. With Gary Freeman, he goes straight down the centre of the park. Shannon Nevin, I should say, is tackled 15 out from his own line. Now Hancock. Danny Moore. Gutton. Manly 12-4. Explosive start. Oh, Freeman's on his way for the line. Gary Freeman scores for Penrith. Came out of nothing. And Penrith pulled back to 12-8 down.
Good work by Gary Freeman. A loose pass here by Nick Kossoff. Trying to offload. Here it is here. And the effervescent, ever-present Gary Freeman. Good stuff by him. He's a great competitor.
From right in front. Not a problem for the young Penrith winger. Now, it's 12 points to 10, Manly. Cliff Lyons is back on. Nevin goes back to the bench. Adamson brings it back for Penrith. Revitalised by 2 tries. Saw them come from 12-0 to 12-10. And now Carl McNamara. Again picked off by Gillespie. He's made some enormous tackles today. Here's Darren Brown, a half break for Penrith. Again looking for support that wasn't there. Farah, a dummy half, on for Freeman. Now for Liddon. Carter's with it. Turns Singh on the inside. And Gartner makes a desperate diving tackle. Carter is injured in back play. Freeman goes to the air. Ridge gets underneath it and takes it well.
Great take by Ridgie. Penrith, they're coming good, I'll tell you. The last 4 or 5 passes of play they've had the football, they've made a few busts on the Manly side. Darren Brown just a minute ago easily beat the tackle of Steve Menzies. Manly seem to be down on enthusiasm somewhat.
Lions now with Crosset. Menzies chiming in, and Danny Moore's got Hancock outside him. Carter goes across. He gets away from Carter. Comes over the halfway line. Lyons is with him. Lyons looks for big men to the pass. He finds Gardner. Gardner. He's able to get it away. Menzies gets the try. Almost the length of the park. Great stuff by Manly. Rugby league advertisement.
Oh, wonderful stuff. Plenty of enthusiasm here, let me tell you. It's an 80-metre job. Through the hands, had to find a gap somewhere. And Hancock, the man who really started, he's beaten 2 or 3 there, came back on the inside, and watch the players come now to get the football. Gary Freeman, he gets Gardner. He's everywhere, Freeman. Look at this one-hander for Menzies. Only the 3rd time he's touched the ball. Got a 4-pointer for him.
Ridge to convert. Not a problem. So just as Penrith were getting back, 18 points to 10 now. As Adamson prepares to start again. He'll want to be careful. Matthew with those kickoffs is getting a lot of depth. Here's a high tackle on Carroll. It's against Carter.
Yeah, Spud's copped it sweet. He was high, Steve Carter. Oh, right around the nose.
Ridge's kick for touch.
Oh, yes.
Dangerous kick. And now here's Carroll coming back, and Carter says he'll have another go.
At least he was a bit lower that time.
Solomon Humano is on for Manly. Ian Roberts. Kosef and Hasler, and they switch it back to the blind side, and Hasler is unable to promote. And Ridge is a dummy half and goes wide for Lyons, and Lyons able to get it out the back for Humano. Humano straightens the attack. Stampedes inside the 30-metre line. Now he plays it fairly quickly, and they go to the blind and switch it to the open again. Kosef, they need a big ball. No, he's put the short one on for Lyons. And now Hopewade! John Hopewade scores. And Manly zooming away from Penrith, 22-10.
Oh, this could be a carve up now. They're just starting to hit their straps. Plenty of involvement here. Some good passes. Look at this ball from Nick Kosef. Lovely short ball. Lyons into the gap. That one as he's going down, and Menzies always looming around Cliff Lyons, and Hopewade finishes that one off. Penrith, not enough troops out there.
Ridge, 3 out of 3 thus far from right in front. 4 out of 4, and 24-10. Manly by 14 at half-time. We welcome you back. Second half, Manly versus Penrith. Penrith midway, or a little bit better than that, we're getting out of trouble. Down 12-10, and suddenly it fell away. 24-10 down. Time in possession, Paul, look at that. 62% Manly. And missed tackles, 15 for Penrith. Neither of those statistics would please Roy Simmons. So the Panthers now come to the halfway line. This is David Alexander. Only played with 12 men for 10 minutes of that first half. Cliffy Lyons was put in the bin. And now Ridge. Taken down. Jason Liddon. Hopewadi, one of the Manly in the first half. To throw a handkerchief across Manly's team as they prepare to take some simple plays away from their own uprights. Carroll the first of them, and now Kosef and Menzies. He's through the gap. Hopewadi's with him over the halfway. Hopewadi run down. Gardner, now Ridge passes it, went forward, I think. 6 more, says the referee. So obviously it didn't go forward, but the penalty has gone to Manly. And Cliffy Lyons is saying, what about the sin bin for this bloke?
Cliffy's put his hand up, he wants 10 in the bin. Referee McBlain not giving it, but Menzies, I said he had a quiet first half, he made the bust there. But in the end saw Manly, they're now attacking 12 metres out from the Penrith line.
Manly through Carroll and Lyons on to Kosef. Straight up the centre, Homano, he scores! Solomon Homano scores the try.
Well, there you go. If it's not Menzies, if it's not Kosef or Daniel Gardner, it's this man, Solomon Homano. Here's the original bust, the inside ball. Menzies, the beautiful leg movement, uses his hips extremely well. And the support came. I thought the last pass was forward here. Referee right on the spot, though. And then a couple of tackles later from the penalty. This man, Solomon, the inside balls are creating a lot of havoc for Penrith today. He's beaten 3 there. Good stuff.
Ridge will take the conversion. And it hits the bow, hits the upright and goes in. A further 2 points to the Manly tally, 30 points to 10. Adamson's kick off. And Danny Moore comes back just beyond the 20-metre line. Manly assemble now to do it again just like they did before. Played by Jack Elsgood. Lyons was the decoy. Carroll is the ball carrier. Again, you can throw a handkerchief over them as they just take it out with simple plays. And then there's the inside ball again, and there's the gap again. Ridge, now Homano. Oh, he's away again. Shut the bottom gate. He'll finish up on Pittwater Road. Homano gets another try.
Oh, this could be 100 the way we're... The first set of 6 after the kick-off. Once again, it's an inside ball. Kosef drifting over. This ball here. Great little short pass, and then Ridge. Homano gets his second. Striding away. No need to pull the whip. He held back, just strode over the line.
Ridge, another easy one. 36-10. The Eagles are flying high at Brookvale. Matthew Adamson getting more practice at restarting a game than ever before. Danny Moore, 15 out from his line. Same set of circumstances again. I can see that a few players are wide time. Cliffy Lyons pulled down on the 40-metre line. Cross for Kosef's big pass. Straight through Homano. He put both hands out for it and went straight through. Played by Roberts. Now Gardner. Ridge. Farah came up and Ridge puts the kick down to Adamson. Adamson beyond the 40-metre line and pulled down by Elsgood. Bobby Thompson. Carroll's tackle was a beauty. Is it my imagination, or is Carroll getting faster. Danny Farrer, John Cartwright, Matthew Adamson's on his outside. Paul Vorton with me today. Peter Sterling ill. Matt Singh is grasped on the 40-metre line. Carter's pass is magnificent. Down the line, the kick of Moore. Ridge has to pick it up and take it over the dead ball line. Line drop out.
Nice piece of positive play there from the Panthers. Let's hope they don't foul completely. And Ridge clearing up. Good positive chase there from Marty Moore.
Ridge with the line drop out. Adamson allowing it to bounce. Now pulled down in the centre of the park, 32 metres away. Manly line.
I see a replacement on there for Penrith. That's him with the ball. Scott McPherson on for Jason Liddon.
Alexander taking it up from a standing start. He had the momentum built up, but there was hesitation from the dummy half. And now here's Brown. They go around the back. Thompson combines with Adamson. And Adamson is held by Daniel Gartner. This is McNamara. There's a knock-on being picked up, though.
Well, the referee missed it, but the touchy didn't. And Brown's had a few words to say to the referee. He doesn't like it. Is there a knock-on there? No, there isn't. That's in fact just a very poor play of the ball. And the touch judge got it wrong.
Manly. The job of bringing it off their own 10-metre line. A couple of bad there by the inside men. Ridge plays it on the 20-metre line. Roberts combines and Gartner takes it out. David Gillespie getting stretched again, ready to come back on. Homono! Ah, that's an Arthur Beetson special! Homoworthy turns Adamson around once and twice and thrice, and then scores! Homoworthy scores again! But what about Homono's pass?
Well, he scored two, sets up this one. What a magnificent ball. A miracle pass. There was nothing on. He ran hard with the football into the gap. Amazing stuff. Great piece of rugby league skill here. Oh, that's a beauty. And then Hopewadi's got 70 metres to go. And Matt Adamson ends up turning himself inside out here. And in the end, just well threw the hands up and said, well, he's too good for me. And Hopper, another easy in the end.
Ridge has got 6 out of 6. This one keeps it intact. Another 2. And 42 to 10. That is trouble with a cap. Of course, Penrith is one of the clubs that has picked up a Rebel League franchise. And they're going to lose Fittler and Freeman. And Singh, he's staying ARL. Gee, I'll tell you what. They're going to have to give them some players, the Murdoch people.
Well, in fairness to them, they've got 6 or 7 out, as we said, before they go wide now. Still Matty Singh.
Oh, there's a high tackle. This could be off, is it? Danny Moore. McBlain.
Queensland teammates. Danny Moore, he's dead set got him high. Matty Singh's up and about now. He wouldn't want Danny Moore to be sent off, that's for sure. But McBlain may have no choice. He's gone.
Queensland teammates or not, I feared for Danny Moore the moment he put the arm out. And Danny Moore has been sent off. Keep in mind, Manly have lost Terry Hill and Owen Cunningham. Similar offences as McPherson goes up and Carroll bangs him into the ground. Danny Moore sent off. McNamara 5 metres out from the Manly line. Good defence by Roberts. Now it's away from Brown onto Carter, and Carter can see the line, just can't get across it. Brown pushes it out. McNamara, then Singh, and Matthew Singh takes the tackle. Adamson, Freeman goes for two. Pulled down. Gary Freeman. Brown. Cross now for McPherson. Manly with 12 men. They pride that protection of the line. Brown is pulled down on 5. Freeman wants it on the left. He's with it now. Matt Singh, they must score, surely. Yes, Adamson puts it over the line.
They got there in the end, Penrith. Well thought out try.
Let's have a look at the head-high tackle. We haven't had a chance to go back to it.
Denny Moore sticks the arm out. It wasn't a swinging arm, it was a stiff arm. And he's gone. Another one from Manly to face the judiciary. And Matt Adamson finally gets there against the 12-man side.
1 from 2 for Petherbridge, and that one he has struck miserably. No change. One Manly centre suspended until the second week of the semis, and another one now has to face the music.
Well, one saving grace for the Eagles is their depth, and if Moore does get suspended, we've always got Steve Menzies. They can drop out into the centres. John Hopewadi making a great fist of the centre position at the moment.
No argument about that, and of course McNamara dummies to Brown, away from Carroll, and then turns it inside for Darren Brown, then for Freeman, now for Carter. Thompson's on one side, Freeman the other, and Carter is put away 22 metres out from the Manly line. They come to the left and Freeman is there. Brown now, long ball, and Petherbridge, they won't have the pace to contain Scott Petherbridge, and Penrith get another. 42-18.
Well, they fight back. Penrith, one of the rare mistakes made here by Craig Hancock, went for the intercept. Coach, the great Bonzo, won't be happy here. Long ball, and look at Hancock. Well, he didn't go for anything, really. He just loomed up on the outside. Gave Petherbridge a free run. Had to take the man. There was no one out there.
25 metres out, and he hooks it away. Their goal kicking not been very good. Ridges kick off. Freeman just hands the ball down for, I think that's Horville.
Just wondering what was going through Craig Hancock's mind there, whether he thought the ball was going to float over the top of Petherbridge's head. And Scott Petherbridge done some great things the last few weeks for the Penrith club, and he's only a schoolboy, still at school.
Carter breaks into an opening. Singer's with him. So is Petherbridge. He goes for Petherbridge. One of the Manly players falls over. That'll be play on. It's still play on for Penrith. I thought there was a Manly hand involved, and I'm sure I'm right.
Yeah, no luck for the Penrith side here. Carter made the break. He's a very good player, Steve Carter. Manly not reading this at all. Some weaknesses out wide. 12 men. Carter looks desperately around for support, finds Petherbridge. This is knocked down there by Hancock.
So it's play on,
it
Paul.
Is. Towed through by Adamson. Did it come off Matt Singh? I think he's kicked it into Matt Singh's head, and that's what the referee has found. Saying that, they've got the feed.
So it's with Adamson now. Inside the 20-metre line. Freeman. He dummied to Thompson, and now it's Moore on the far side of the ground. Penrith, the entire width of the ground to operate in. That's a great tackle. Alexander was really sat back. And now Farah goes for the corner with Moore, and Moore gets over, It's another Penrith try. Well, they're coming out of the grave. 2-22.
That's the last 3 tries for Penrith in a row. I'm interested in the reaction from all the Manly players here. That ball looks like it goes half a metre forward. Marty Moore gets the ball down, but every Manly player just stood there and watched.
Now, what odds Matt Adamson from the sideline, kicking into the sun. It's low, and it's an ordinary kick that falls well short. 42-20. 42-22. Penrith's goal kicking is quite abysmal, really. 1 from 5. That's all they've been able to land as we go into the next session of play. And I would think if Penrith is able to score next, there will be some rumblings in the Manly camp. Keep in mind they're down to 12. Danny Moore sent off midway through the second half. This is Brown, putting them down with a great deal of purpose. Carroll is back on the bench. Carter inside for Brown. And again for McPherson. McPherson strides over the 40-metre line. Penrith with some razzle-dazzle play, but there's a knock-on.
Knock-on, yes, and Manly not putting the player on the ground, paying the penalty. Too many offloads by the Penrith players, allowing them some momentum. There it was there.
Kosef from Ridge, and Kosef on the run around, and now it's with Menzies. Menzies stands. Ridge cleans him up over the top. Hancock comes off his wing to take this play. Craig Hancock. 9 metres from the halfway now for Manly. Frequency slowed down a little bit. Manly have put their finger in the hole in the wall for the time being. Gillespie now for Kosef. Menzies. Ridge is after him, so is Adamson, but they haven't got a hope in the world of getting to him. He becomes the leading try scorer. 19 for the year.
Amazing stuff from Steve Menzies from the standing start. Just watch the move he puts on. He stops, steps, gets going again, pushes off Matt Singh, and far too much pace for Matt Adamson. Strides for that corner.
This is a little test for him. Keeps it low, beautiful kick. No drama for the king of the kickers. 48-22. Well, our statistician Michael Neal has just come up with an answer to a question I posed. Look at Hormono, would you? I asked, has there been a forward top the try-scoring list ever in rugby league? Manly now, Hopewadi gets it away for Ridge. Ridge shows the ball, then it's Kosef and he loses it. The Chickakal at Newtown shared the leading try-scoring role back in 1945. So Steve Menzies has the chance of being the first since then. Freeman decides to chance the blindside, and oh, how embarrassing.
Base move gone bad, gone wrong there.
Freeman looked at the winger as if to say, "We're winging." Watch this. Here they go. Best laid plans of mice and men. So Manly come away with the scrum win. Matthew Ridge. Ridge is away. He's only got McNamara after him. And Ridge scores. Manly's 9th try. 52-22.
Beautiful scrum play move here. Plenty of decoys. It looks similar to the one they scored against Newcastle with, and once again, Matty Singh, I think he's had a day he'd like to forget. Matthew Ridge doesn't score many tries.
Now Ridge. His personal contribution, 22 points. He's captain today and he's really celebrating. So, 14 tries have been scored in this game. We've seen Stephen Menzies become the leading try scorer in the Winfield Cup. He's gone to 19 and leads Sean Hoppe and his teammate John Hopewate by 1 try. And Manly are doing it, don't forget, the latter part of it with 12 men. Here's Gartner, who scored the first try. The ball came out and the touch judges called a knock on. The fans are not happy.
Once again, referee McLean got the call from the touch judge. The ball was there, but I think the touchy might be right on that occasion. As Ian Roberts comes off, as does David Gillespie. They both had great games. And the men to go on, Billy Weepu.
Billy's in 23, is he?
That's bustling Billy.
Get a shot of Billy just to show you that he's no small fry shortly in 23. Billy stands in front of the scoreboard. You can't see the scoreboard. There he is. As Carter gives it to Thompson. He might have given it too early. Moore is with it. He steps back in field and eventually is tackled inside the 20-metre line. This is Barrett. Barrett in 24.
All right, Jesse. All right.
10 metres out from the line. 54 to 22. Carter. A long torpedo pass. Freeman. Now it's Horville. Freeman scoops it away for Brown. Oh, beautiful pass from Darren Brown, and Matt Adamson gets his second try.
Well, Penrith haven't given up, that's for sure. They get the late try. And Manly have had some problems adjusting in defence on that short side. And Adamson just strode through there, and a couple of the Manly players looking at each other.
Petherbridge now. And again, goal kicking, a problem for the Panthers. 54 to 26. 80 points scored. Manly defeating Penrith. Paul Vorton's man of the match, Nick Kosef, $1,000 from Advance Bank. And that takes us away from Brookvale. It's been a big win.